Alright, so this is kind of a winged intro, but we'll figure it. So, 2 centuries ago, the great dwarf smith Durgadin the Black and his clan were driven from their home by a horde of fierce orcs and trolls. They plundered their ancestral halls and slew all they could catch. Fleeing his enemies, Durgadin led the destitute remnants of his clan in search of a new home. After years of wandering, the dwarves discovered a great cavern system beneath the Stone Tooth, a rugged, forested hill crowned by a bare, rocky crag. There, Durgadin and his followers founded a stronghold of Kundrukar, whatever the fuck that is. About a century ago, a member of Durgadin's clan was captured by a powerful orc tribe during a raid, and the orcs learned of their enemy's hidden stronghold. The orc chieftains raised a great army and marched on their fortress. In a hard-fought siege lasting months, the orcs tunneled around the dwarven defenses. When they finally stormed the place, they put all within to the sword, and carried off wagon loads of booty. In the years since the Great Battle, various creatures have occupied this stronghold and used the place as a base for their raids. At other times, the caverns have lain empty except for the mindless and bloodthirsty monsters that haunt such places. Today, legends of Durganden's vengeance, or the Smith's War, and the extraordinary blaze the dwarves forged, and anger still surface from time to time that lands near the Stone Tooth. All of our party finds themselves in a wagon with steel bars. You all were asleep in your various places, and then you wake up inside this wagon, and there's rocking and creaking along this road, and you hear a goblin yell. They look at your party, and they're like, I think one of them might have woken up. So, Nox, you're kind of laying on your side, and you feel like this quarterstaff almost, like this club, kind of poke your back. Hey, you awake?
I turn around and bite the end off of it.
The club?
Yes.
Okay. Can you?
Satyrs can eat anything.
Okay. Hey, bad satyr, bad. And he's going to try to hit you with his club. Allow me to grab my dice. It's been a minute since I've actually had to get my dice. This might be it. Yep. Ooh, rolled a 19. He's gonna like pop you along the jaw, non-lethal damage. You take 2 damage. And he's like, "Hey, knock that off."
What the fuck?
He's gonna look at the other one. Hey, Clop, you sure this guy's a goat? You said it was a goat. He looks like a satyr to me. Well, yeah, he's got goat legs. That doesn't mean he's. He's gonna lean in close and, hey, are you a goat?
I'm going to ever so gently give him a headbutt.
He's outside the bars.
Nox is hungover and waking up in a carriage. He has no idea where he's at.
Okay. You charge at him, doesn't do anything, but it definitely upsets your companions here. A Goliath kind of opens his eyes like he's just got hungover.
He goes to try and sit up. He's 7'7". So I don't know how small this is.
You cannot stand up.
Okay. It's damn small cage. He looks around. Does he have his stuff with him, or his instrument? Does he have it with him?
Yeah. It's got like a little safety tie on it around the haft.
Okay.
Doesn't really do anything, but
It's like at conventions when they put a little zip tie around your weapon.
yeah, it didn't really do much. The guy was gonna ask the person leading the hey, are you sure that Goliath, you tied him up real good, right? You were not tied up.
I just gave him a really mean look.
You tied him up, right? You hear some kind of muffled off the system. What do you mean you didn't? Hold on, wait. Stop the carriage. Carriage goes to a halt. And go up and start yelling at. What do you mean it's not Goliath rated? Okay, look, it's we got this. It'll be okay, right? We got this. Everything will be fine. So he comes back over and he says, "Standard procedure, Mr. Goliath. Please put your hands to the bar so I could put, these handcuffs on them."
Can I try a sleight of hand to grab him when he goes to put handcuffs on me?
That's not very stealthy like. That's more
Okay,
like a raw, I'm a barbarian like.
I'm going to use athletics to grab him.
Yeah, you could try.
Okay.
He'll have advantage because he's expecting it. He's very cautious if you're trying anything.
My athletics check is a 23.
Why do I bother rolling? Let me go. What? Hey, stop it. Put me down. Yeah, I got him by the throat.
I'd prefer not to be in the cage.
We can work this out. Okay, we can split the money.
He takes 5 damage from an unarmed attack.
Okay. Coughing up blood now. All right. Gonna whiz red.
Kill
Cool.
me, please.
Look, we can make a deal. We got this. We can work this out. I don't have the keys. The keys are over there. So you gotta let me go first.
I'm going to attempt to pull him through the bars.
I don't fit that way. I don't fit. Let me go.
Does his body go through and his head gets stuck?
His head is stuck.
I'm sitting Indian style. His body is going to be in between my legs as I hold him there.
Oh no, his head is inside the bars. That's it.
Oh, his head is inside, but his
Yeah.
body isn't?
Yeah.
Well, this is even worse for him. Okay. Well, I'm going to have my foot on the back of his head, kind of in between the bars as best as I can get it, and just kind of have him wedged there, waiting for someone else to come by.
Help! Love of God, help! So the carriage stops, and you hear some kind of rumbling as 2 or 3 goblins are kind of like using a whip. They're kind of trying to lead this really large green creature towards you.
Interesting.
This green creature has claws. He's very scarred up, got very cut up. Like these goblins have not been nice to this guy. He's got like a collar around his neck.
What kind of creature is it?
Nature.
That's a 5.
That is a DC. It is some kind of troll, probably a young one.
A troll?
Yep.
I'll speak giant to him. I don't remember if they speak giant or not.
Okay.
What are you in?
Mm-hmm. He's kind of gonna be taken aback, but he doesn't say anything.
Is there like an insight or anything I can do to see if the goblins are understanding us?
They're not happy you're talking because they don't know what the fuck you're talking about. That is plain as day.
I'll ask the. I'm keeping my foot where he is. I'm kind of pressing out a little bit harder to make the goblin squeal a little bit. And I'm going to ask the troll and giant. When they tell you to come in, how about we come out and show them?
Fine, but I get to eat them all.
That sounds better than staying in here. Deal.
All right, the troll's gonna like kind of like buff up as if he's like doing this elaborate like dance, like he's like hyping himself up, and he's going to reach through the bars and try to grab you around the neck.
Okay. I'm going to, assuming this is a performance, I am. Well, I don't want to be grabbed. Is this opposed or is this more of a performance?
Performance. If you want to, if you're gonna let him grab you.
Uh, no, I'm going to like. Oh, I can't roll back. There's not enough room. I'm going to kick my foot off the goblin's little head. I'm going back in a crouching position, like I'm ready to wrestle a bear, basically,
Gotcha.
or not a bear, but you know.
So he doesn't reach you, but he's gonna grab the goblin whose head is stuck and just pull. The bars come off, but you can imagine how that works out for the goblin.
Okay.
Thras, you are now woken up by a spray of blood. How you doing?
Oh,
Thrask does not usually partake in alcoholic beverages. What's the last thing I remember?
You were chilling. You got hit top the fucking head.
Hmm. Needs helmet.
You notice your very nice helmet. A goblin is currently wearing it.
Am I armed and armored? Is that like
You have no
how
weapons, but you do have your armor on.
Okay. So I assume also no shield because they'd probably have taken that.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're in a cage. The bars are mildly wrecked and there's blood everywhere.
Yeah, more than mildly. There is now a Goliath-sized hole in it.
Hmm. Uh, I guess I'm gonna. Well, if there's a Goliath-sized hole, that means I'm going to fit. So I'll kind of like look around.
Are we all bound?
You were supposed to be, but someone really fucking dropped the ball.
Yep. Well, I mean, Thrask and Nox. Are we bound?
No, you were supposed to be.
Gotcha.
You notice that your bindings are made out of carrot string, so
I would have eaten them regardless.
So we're in a cage. Are we on a cart?
Yep.
That stopped. Is that okay?
Yep.
And what's out and around?
You're you're at the edge of a forest. There's a road leading up, and there is a fortress in the distance.
Well, if the Goliath has left the lodgings, I guess I'll.
the Goliath is about to run through and suplex one of the goblins.
Oh no, sorry, it's not a. I apologize. It's not a. It's not a fortress. It is a like kind of like a walled, like a village kind of thing, like a small city in the distance.
I'm gonna climb out.
Yeah, nice breath of fresh air. Goblins are absolutely fucking terrified.
I'm gonna climb out shortly after Thrask.
I am proficient with drums and hand drums. So Cho is going to give a Goliath scream, run out, grab one of the things, and start playing it like a drum. His body is a stick, and the ground is the snare. He's hitting him against it. When the goblin is finally stopped moving and looks tenderized, he's going to chunk it towards the troll.
Oh, it is having a blast. It is now sitting down, eating goblin.
Yeah, I will be doing that with any goblin that remains. Just bashing them.
Oh, they are fucking. They're running.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nox,
Anyone-
having no weapon, he is ramming any goblin he can get close to.
One looks at you, kind of. One of them stops. That has some kind of nice helmet, and then kind of does like the dog hand tie. He's like, wait a minute, is that a goat? Oh! As you like headbutt him.
You
He is now unconscious on the fucking ground.
No one gets one over on Bully Boy. Get back here. I'm not done fighting.
I'd like to
you
like.
guys are fun.
Can I like search the cart? I'd like to find my stuff.
Yeah, there's like a few chests on the front cart.
I'll go, saunter over. The other two seem to have things covered, so I'll just head on over, see if I can open anything up.
They all appear to be locked.
Is it like padlock, etc.?
Yeah, like locked, standard lock chest.
Okay. I'll look around for a rock or something.
You can find a rock after a few minutes of looking.
Come back. Start doing alternate entry procedures to get it.
Have you tried the backup code?
Right?
I'm doing the manual override. This manual lock.
We call that the percussive override. So it's not really giving up anything.
Better quality than you would think for goblins. Well, nothing to it but to start turning bodies for keys, I suppose.
Yeah, after a minute, Nox comes up to Thrask, wearing the nice helmet that the goblin had on one of his horns. It just kind of looks inquisitively at you.
Thrask, he has your helmet.
He like raises a hand to like start gesticulating and then decides, never mind. I point over my shoulder at the locked boxes.
Yeah, I can. I'll hand you the helmet and then take a look at the lock for a second.
As soon as you do that, Nox, there is a shadow that looms over you both. My guy has a little bit of blood on his leather armor as he comes up. He's like, "Ugh, that was a rude awakening."
Yeah, worst hangover since I partied with Dionysus. Man, that guy could party hard.
Sure. Rammer. Is it okay I call you Rammer?
It's Nox, but that works.
Well, the way you stuck it to that goblin. I'm going to see what our troll friend here wants to do. Do you know where we are?
I didn't know where I was yesterday when I stumbled on you guys. Whatever you were doing in the tent.
He looks over at Thrask, kind of confused as to what to call him. He doesn't have a nickname. He hasn't really seen him do anything but bash a chest with a rock. So he's literally perplexed right now, looking at Thrask with his dumbfounded look on his face.
Did you see a key on the one you were handling?
No.
I usually carry more things, so I figured.
What do you need a key for?
Stocks.
You need a key for the box?
Well, we've got a key right here, and Nox will point to Bully.
Uh, if you want, I could give it a good old try. I don't think a lock can stop me.
Have fun.
He will cast Bull Strength on himself, giving him advantage on strength checks, and doubling my carrying capacity, which is already doubled.
Okay.
And I will try to roll to break open the chest.
Okay. Roll it. DC's gonna be 20.
Got a 17.
Can't quite get it. You hear the wood creaking though. This is unusually well made.
Damn it. Hold on, I have something here. He's going to go around look for his morning star.
That's okay.
I know it's
I'm
here
gonna go.
somewhere.
I'm gonna go searching goblins, see if I can find a key.
I'm gonna search the rest of the cart for the key too. If maybe it's in the cart. These guys were not particularly competent. Maybe they like left it in arm's length reach of the cage.
Okay, 1 second. You hear some muffled cursing from inside the chest.
I have a feeling we should leave it. Maybe bury it in the water. I'm getting rabbit vibes.
Rabbit's pretty decent to eat.
That sounds like a good breakfast.
You hear kind of muffled, decent to eat. You animals! You damn goblins!
I kicked the box. Hey, I'm a satyr, not a goblin.
The hell is a satyr? What the hell is a satyr? Oh, you planet.
I
When
come
in
back.
doubt, ram.
I come back with a morning star or something found, I suppose.
Yeah.
And I give it a good old line up like I'm teeing off, and I start waylaying into the box.
After about the second hit, you notice that something weird is happening. You hear some kind of slight muffledness, and it's almost like someone casts mending on the box. Now stop it! You're scaring me.
I don't know a box that can talk.
I'm not a box!
Well, you're not a fox either.
Well,
Maybe he's
actually,
wearing
I'll take
socks.
that as a compliment. Most people call me a fox, and it's not in a nice way either.
Hey, Ram, do you know what
Yeah.
this is?
I don't know, but it looks delicious other than the iron bits.
Should I be concerned? Sounds like I should be concerned.
Hey, he looks over at the lizard man, and he just stops talking, so a dumb, perplexed look on his face as he's looking at you.
Raises one eyebrow. It's kind of like awkward because the eyes are on different sides of the head, being a lizard and all.
What race is your character?
Thrask is a lizard folk. Nox is a satyr.
Okay, lizard folk. I wasn't sure.
Basically, you're all people that eat random things, pretty much.
Yep.
Goliaths have a very sturdy stomach too. You know, I got shoved in here by a dwarf, and the dwarf was mean, and the dwarf was mad. I didn't even do anything to the dwarf. You know, I just borrowed things. Gonna bring it
Uh,
back.
Did you just find the first picture you saw? I'm going to assume that's what you did.
That is fucking terrifying. That is like a common. That is like a land beyond time fucking lizard folk.
Pretty much that was the only one I could find that had eyes on the side of its head.
Christ.
Literally the first option.
Yes.
Cho will pick up the chest and sling it on his one shoulder, and he's not very gentle with it. And he'll look at the other two. Back at Thrask again. I don't know what to call you.
Rask.
I thought I was asking.
He sighs.
It's okay, buddy. I just pat Thrask on the back.
I'm scared.
I guess I could call you. Kind of weird name though. We ready to go?
I mean, I don't have my loot or my spear, but sure, I can get a new one somewhere. I'm sure most people don't mind if you steal them.
You hear some moving around in the box, and you hear a bunch of clinking metal. Shit.
Sounds like there's plenty in this box as I shake it around.
You hear the telltale sounds of keys being shaken around. Alright, now I know what that sounds like.
Why would you put the keys to the box in the box?
So, I've got an idea. Hey, big guy, hold the box out in your hands, like out from your body. All right?
He will do that.
Okay. Let's hope this hurt. I'm going to use the Satyr feature of mirthful leaping. I am doing a drop kick on this box.
Alright, I know what it sounds like. No, we're good. Don't. Okay, I'm coming out. Don't do it. And you drop on it.
Yep. So I got, after kind of doing a running leap off of the Goliath, I get about 3 feet above the box before I land on it.
He is less happy. There is a giant crack inside the box, and you can see like an eye looking through it. Okay. Okay. Not okay.
My carrying capacity right now is 1,080 pounds.
Christ.
So I didn't have a problem holding it when he kicked it. So I'm going to try another strength check now that there's a crack in it, putting my Sasha's fingers into it and trying to pry the chest apart.
As you're trying this, the chest is trying to reform. He is fucking terrified. He is like casting. He is constantly casting. Fucking mending.
I have a 19 on my strength check to try and rip this thing open.
All right, give me a second.
By the way, the goblins are deceased.
Most of them. Some of them ran off like cowards.
Okay. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, so you manage to open it, and you see a halfling with bare feet.
Yes. Whatever's inside of it's going to spill out. as he's holding the chess pieces in one in each hand and parading it around like a big victory. So he's going to be gloating for about the next 30 seconds.
Okay, as he's gloating, the chest is going to slowly reform.
I'm gonna grab one of the splinters of wood off the ground before it reforms and start chewing on it.
Tastes
Can I,
earthy.
like, grab the keys?
When they hit
the
the
keys in
mahogany.
there?
He has a key ring around his neck.
Oh, he's not a chest. He's a little person, and Cho is going to kick him like he would kind of like a puppy. You know, how people kick puppies.
Oh God. He's going to immediately
Gently,
take the dodge action and avoid your
gently.
attack.
Hey, man.
He is now on top of the cart.
Yeah.
He
Hey,
pokes his
well,
head up. You still see his eyes.
you got them keys. You think you can open these boxes for us?
Are you going to eat me? Last people said they were going to eat me.
No, we're not gonna. Well, I mean, I look at the other two. I'm not.
My character will speak in giant at the troll. Hey, you still hungry?
The troll has gone off to find more goblin.
He'll look back. No one here, I don't think, is going to eat him. The troll is gone.
And I just shrug.
Roll a persuasion.
All three of us.
Whoever wants to make the main argument.
I'm basically going to aid another action, so I'll give advantage to whoever's doing it.
Yeah. Let's try that. I got a 12 with the aid.
Ah, I see. Of course. I can see you're cautious. So could I extract, like, I don't know, a promise that you won't eat me?
Okay. I Knox, promise on my home that I will not eat you.
Can you? All right. What about the other two? Can you tell promise they won't eat me too?
No one can make a promise for Cho, except for himself.
Yeah. I don't really know these guys. I just kind of woke up hung over next to them, and all this has happened. So I can only speak for myself. But
I just need the box open.
Oh, here you go. Cho will put the box that's probably mostly reformed already in front of legs.
All right. By the way, Nox, you feel some kind of weird sensation, like your skin ripples after you finish your pronouncement. Ah, well, I'm glad we could come to an accord. And so he's going to kind of drop down and land gracefully, somewhat, and then he falls on his ass, because he fell 3 times his height, basically.
Silly half-human.
there, that wasn't a save against kind of effect. It was a just happens effect.
Yep.
Okay, gotcha.
You would know it has something to do with you being Fey and making a promise.
Yep. That's the only thing that really affects Fey creatures is making a promise on the Feywild.
So he's going to take off the keys around his neck, and you realize these are not normal keys. These are thieves' tools. So which chest do you want to open?
All of them.
There are 3 chests: red, yellow, and green. Naturally, you get to pick one, and then regret the choice later. I'm joking. There's only one chest. So it's a Pokemon reference.
Oh,
Gotcha.
I was about to ask which one he came out of.
So he's going to spend about 2 or 3 minutes tinkering with the you know, the chest, and he gets it open. And inside you find all of your stolen gear plus some gold.
Hey, my backpack. He picks up a Goliath-sized backpack, which they don't have any, so just a normal backpack that he puts on his bicep.
Knox will reach in, pull out his backpack that has his loot and spear attached to it, and a set of leather armor that's painted like a Hawaiian t-shirt and a leather kilt, and put them on.
Do you say kiln or kilt?
Kilt.
Okay, a kiln would have been interesting.
Oh, speaking of my traveler friend, do you have like your papers?
So I was with at this party with Dionysus, and
The little
that was
cakes,
like
huh?
4 days ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the little cakes, man.
Yeah. Right.
I've been there. He starts whittling a piece of wood. So where do you guys heading? There's a town up the road. I mean, I assume we're being sold there, but it's not like we're branded or anything.
We start checking, like, seeing if there's any brands. I feel my ears
Nope.
filling for like cattle tags.
We're slavers ever.
What town exactly?
That's a great question. Give me a second while I read the map.
Yeah. Knox will also dig into the chest and pull out a copper coin and start eating it. What? I eat when I'm nervous, right? This is kind of strange for me.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ram. I was still thinking about and what really to call him.
You said Thrask, right?
I
turned
did
to
ask.
Thrask.
I'm like grabbing shield, axe, stuff. It's a rucksack.
You'll notice a halfling is equipping knife after knife after knife after knife into random parts. It takes him a solid like 3 minutes to equip all his knives.
Andy.
Hey,
Yeah.
I've never had the problem of having too many knives.
But no, I
Okay,
understand that.
I think you just need one tool. And that's all you need in life. For me, I choose other people's bodies as my tool.
That makes sense, I guess. Well, think about it. He flourishes a knife and throws it, and then like waits like a second, and the knife reappears in his hand. Well, see, this way I can throw all the knives I want, and then they come back whenever.
That is handy.
Yeah, unfortunately, anything I throw does that, so not just knives. Got into a food fight once. Boy, I lost that.
Okay, you'd be fun at Faith.
Yeah, I threw a little cake.
Oh man, no! Don't throw the cakes around at Dionysus party. Everybody will be teleporting everywhere.
I am so confused.
That's a state of being, my lad.
Yeah, kinda.
Alright, so we're at the town of Blazingdale, the only place in the world where monsters and humans kind of sort of interact without, like, he does a stabbing motion.
Hey, Knox, did you get
Yeah.
your loot?
Yeah, he pulls it off of his bag. I'm not really good, but he plays a few chords.
Maybe together we could sound like this.
I see someone's really enjoying their soundboard software.
Yes.
Use them if you
Maybe.
got them.
I have a +1 to performance.
That's not too bad. So we're what town are we in?
You're at the edge of Blazingdale.
Have I heard of this place?
You would know it as the only place where, for some reason, people get along with monsters.
So probably would have like found work there at some point.
If
Possibly.
yeah, maybe a place you could have gotten work at. Yeah.
Are we still in the Sword Coast
Yep.
area?
Like the northern frontierlands kind of area. So.
Oh, where the mountains are.
Yep.
Okay. I wanted to go see the mountains here, so probably why I was coming up here.
Oh,
And it's not a very commonly known thing. Like if, for example, if it became like more popular than it was, chances are like, the powers that be would have to shut it down. But it's useful because essentially it allows like merchants and somewhat shady people to buy what amounts to stolen loot for a discounted price. Think of it as like the Sword Coast Nassau.
Excellent.
gotcha.
Not technically legal, but at the same time,
It's a gray area.
So how much coin did we all three of us actually end up with?
The XX coin. I'll roll it right now.
5,000 platinum.
You find an additional 16 gold. And 24 silver.
That's total.
Yep. In access to what you started with.
Right. Oh, that's for all three of us. That's the, or is that the total?
That is okay. Look, you have what your character starts with gold-wise, right? And
No,
then you
I
have
mean, like in the chest. Is it the 16 gold or is there 16 per?
that's the total.
Okay.
Well, two of us fought them back, so we should split it between us. Though
I've
I think
already
I-
started walking down the path
Uh,
towards the town.
You also see three baubles that look very shiny. At least at first. Do you spend any time at all looking at them?
Yeah, sure.
They catch a light in quite a pleasing way. But then the longer you look at it, you're like, something doesn't quite feel right about them. Then you realize they're very light. I'll take those, says the halfling. You begin to realize that they're probably not legitimate.
Aha. Again, what was the number on silver again?
24, I think.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, Joe, it would be 8 silver and, or 12 silver and 8 gold. And yeah, I'm just gonna keep walking off after Thrask, after sorting out the gold. And chewing on the single copper piece, because I'm not gonna swallow it, I'm just chewing on it like it's a toothpick.
Don't trip.
Oh, hold up. I'm on my way.
Alright.
The little human. Uh, Has he been here before?
The halfling?
Yeah.
I've been here a time or two, time or two. You're not gonna do what I gotta do. You know, I found a zoo, I rescued some things, and, one thing led to another. Not exactly, you know.
Oh, yeah, so, you don't eat, goat meat, do you?
No, 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 no. Only the finest sausages.
Okay, we're cool then. Just keep walking.
Any meat is good meat. Especially when it's a little bloody and still kind of raw.
Ah, okay. See how many extra cheese? I'm out of cheese.
What is the stuff that's at the bottom of the barrel of the goat milk?
Well, I mean, not exactly what I had in mind, but
You can have my toothpick. I hold out the copper piece.
no, I think I'll be fine. Okay. I think I have a small piece left. And he's about to eat a small piece of cheese, and then all of a sudden he disappears. Damn it! My rat ate it.
Where'd he go?
Well,
I don't know.
he's a spectral rat, so technically he's a haunting, but he only haunts me. So
You're a wizard.
I'm not a wizard. Sorry,
He's a weirdo.
I'm just a very good thief. Not a thief really. A proprietor of acquired goods.
Thieves are dishonorable. If any Goliath is caught stealing, they get beat by the elder.
Yeah.
Why
Well,
do I need to beat you?
no, because I won't get caught.
That's a 9 on my intimidation, so it wasn't very threatening.
He thinks you're a big old softy.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna clop up behind Thrask and keep pace with him because I'm a little faster than he is.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
I'm
Where
probably
are
not
we?
walking like full speed either. This is more of a relaxed saunter.
yeah, so Nox will come up behind you. Okay, so, where are we? Where is this? What is this?
And who? Don't forget the who. He says.
Right.
Also, why, but sword
Well, I know
ghost.
why I was partying. I know why I was partying with Dionysus, but Sword Coast, huh?
No, no, no. That's what you remember doing. But
Yeah,
just because you
that's
remember
that's
something
fair.
doesn't mean that's the why.
That is fair.
The town is
A little bit up the
more
road,
guided
yeah.
towards those that are not typical folk.
Mm-hmm. Oh, before we leave, you're kind of like up the road. You see like the cart down in the distance. He's gonna pull out a red tube. And he's gonna like pull something, and it's gonna start sparking a little bit. Hey, can you hold this for a second? He's gonna hand it to Joe.
Sure. I grab it.
It's gonna cut slightly burn down. All right, all right. AC, you hold one of these.
Okay.
All right, now you see the cart? Give it a good old throw.
Throw the
Alright,
string
Joe
at the
said,
cart.
yeah.
Yep.
Right?
Okay. Natural 20.
Fucking sails it, bro. All but nothing but
I
net.
got an 8.
21.
It rolls down the hill, kind of in the adjacent area. You
The
get.
Vader has no strength.
Yeah, so he's gonna say, "All right, guys, let's crest the hill, and don't worry about it or anything like that." All of a sudden, around you can't hear anything for about a solid 2 seconds, and then whatever effect is happening suddenly disappears.
Okay.
Just
Little
just walk
warning.
down the road.
Little warning next time.
Huh. Did I
Quietly
just
choose
cast
to be
magic?
concerned.
Well, not me technically.
I don't like casting magic. That's not my role. Don't make me do it again, little man.
You didn't cast it. I just made you an instrument of my will.
I'm not anyone's instrument, little man.
I know you own an instrument. I'm proud of you.
Yes.
Now, my feet hurt. Give me a ride.
He will pick him up by his ankles of his feet and throw him over his shoulder, like kind of like a rabbit. Maybe hold him
Okay.
upside down.
All right. Well, this is less than ideal. Hmm.
You rather me throw you to destination?
Well, well, let's see. I don't know slow fall, so probably not.
I don't know this slow fall, but I do know how to throw you.
Exactly. Neither do I. That's the problem.
You will go fast. You will not be slow.
Yep. While this is going on, Nox is going to start dancing around Thrask.
Okay, so he's just gonna kind of just submit to what's going on, and he's gonna be chilling. And you'll notice that there is a pair of dice that keeps falling out of his pocket and lands exactly both sixes, and then reappears in his pocket and falls again.
Hmm.
All right, no, I know that looks suspicious. He zips up his pocket, but don't worry about it. We'll play later. It'll
My
be
uncle
fine. I'll
has a
show
pair
you.
of dice just like that.
We'll get in the town. We'll go visit the shop. We'll go visit the zoo. Everything will be fine.
My knowledge, is there a zoo in that town?
There is not a zoo in that town.
Interesting.
Yeah, if Nox is still dancing, then Cho will be hitting his free hand. He'll be hitting his chest, making a drumming noise to Nox's dance.
Nox tends to dance just random, so yeah, he would still be dancing, and then he would start following the beat more as he's dancing.
You'll notice that if you pay attention, the halfling's gonna like pull out like a false beard, change, get some like kind of like some weird chalk, and he's gonna start changing the color of his hair. You know.
I have no hair, but I
Have
did
some,
roll
like,
a natural one
kids.
on my. I did roll a natural one on my performance, so I might be getting a little into it and might be using the halfling as a drum as well.
Yeah, it's not gonna work as well because you notice you're starting to grow hair in your bicep.
Interesting.
Oh, hold on, I got you. We can even you out here. You're gonna feel like a halfling hand, kind of like a child's hand, with some weird sticky, gooey kind of fucking thing, and he's gonna start trying to rub it into your scalp. It's all natural. It'll stimulate hair growth. It smells terrible.
It smells like a goat's dung.
Smells worse than that.
I was trying to save his feelings.
Smells like goat dung on fire.
It's very terrible.
Why does something smell like goat dung on fire?
I have. It's not me. Not this time.
Lizard man. Those scales, I could make them very shiny.
Lizard Man. That is good name. Why did I not think of it? It's better than.
Well, I am the brains of the operation, clearly.
I rummage around in my knapsack and produce some like a small vial of oil that would be used to perform weapon maintenance.
Not necessary.
Try this though. He's gonna throw a vial at you.
I will look for a label.
It's written in halfling, which basically just has like pictograms of how to use it.
Well, no choice but to pop the cork and give it a sniff.
It is very strong. It's like almost like nail polish.
The safe thing to do is to test this on a small part of the top of your hand before doing anything else. So that's the well, the safe
I
thing
feel
is
like
to
you
test
know that from like a makeup YouTube, and that's kind of weird.
Well,
is that a
yeah.
thing?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
Yeah, I grew up with like 3 sisters, so
Yeah, while this is all going
I guess
on,
I'm
Nox
a
is
natural.
going to pull a pipe out of his bag that looks like a French horn, and he's just going to light it with a produce flame and start smoking while he's waiting.
the halfling's gonna pull out an even bigger pipe.
We do not smoke here. And I shake him until he drops it.
No, 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 no! Damn it! It drops. It reappears and says, "Look, I get the pipe back, but I don't get the tobacco. I don't get it back. Okay?
We don't smoke on this ride.
It's not a ride."
You're riding me. We don't smoke on this ride.
Would have been easier if I summoned a horse.
Would you like me to throw you at a horse? There's
Well,
a stable over there.
yeah, there is a stable over there. Okay, hold on. Put me down. We're about. He kind of looks over a hill in the
That's got
distance.
21 athletics to throw him over there.
Wait, no, 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 no!
Oh, actually, it's 24. I have advantage still.
Okay. Oh, natural 20. Okay, so he rolls like a fucking sonic ball, and starts like dashing among the high grass and trees, and he approaches a pure black horse.
You know, guys, you didn't ask, but I could have turned into a pony for him.
He was really good. Did you see him? He was a good cannonball.
Yeah, I wonder how far I can ram him.
You'll notice as he's grabbing like some tack, this younger farmhand comes like sees him and then tries to reach for like a nearby like stake, and then all of a sudden he's gonna whip out like a sling and just knock him top of the head, knock him out.
He was not aware. Little man is pretty fast.
So he's going to open a barrel and put the man inside, or the kid really at this point. Put the kid inside, and he's gonna put the barrel inside a shed, and then he's going to saddle up a horse and start riding it away. It's very hard for him to ride the horse. It's not meant for halflings.
This is a 2 on my intelligence check to really to really register. Oh, he just stole because my guy was entertained by it. He kind of forgot that stealing is bad for a moment.
Honestly, probably easier to enter town not with that person.
I agree, although he is kind of fun.
He's going to start changing out his beard.
For some reason, my head is very itchy.
It's also starting to burn like aftershave.
I look at his.
There is actually a visible pillar of smoke.
You're smoky.
I do not
No,
be with
like-
animals.
I point to your head is smoky.
Don't worry about that. Look, as long as he thinks not negative thoughts, everything will be okay. As long as he doesn't think anything particularly brutish or aggressive, he'll be fine.
Nox
taking
just
those
gives him
things.
the rock eyebrow. Like, really?
The pillar of smoke increases.
I never think of brutish things. I am eloquent and sophisticated of my people. I am the not the soothsayer. I'm the other one. Storyteller. I am the storyteller. Or was.
Uh-huh.
Alright, so we're going to be approaching the city here in a minute. Let me go ahead and ride ahead and make sure that everything is clear.
I have a feeling he is going to have the guards attack us when we get there.
Yeah, how about you don't mention us and we just walk in as a separate group?
Oh, sure. Give me a second. Let me go make sure everything's alright, though. You see him kind of, it's in the distance. You're at the top of the hill. You kind of see him right down. And then you notice there's like there's this old beggar on the side of the road. And he stops with the horse. And he talks to the old beggar for a minute. And then this old beggar starts getting on the horse and going into the city.
With him?
Nope. He's going to gesture for you guys to follow him.
Yeah.
Out of for safety's sake, I'm going to accelerate to my natural running speed.
Okay, so now while the guard's distracted, we can enter the side entrance.
What
Uh,
did you tell that? No, I don't need to know.
Lizard Man, are we racing? Um, let us race.
Yes, let's race to the side entrance, quick as you
Yeah,
can.
I'm down for a race.
Yes, good race.
Nox will
My-
break out into his 35-foot movement speed, full
It's
run.
It's a race. You roll athletics, silly boy.
Nox doesn't do athletics. He will be cartwheeling around the track, though.
I have a natural 20 in my athletics check.
Yeah.
And boom.
I proceed
Oh, you
at
want
a
to race?
comfortable jog. Yep.
Yeah, you want to race? Nox becomes a warhorse and runs full tilt.
Cho will not relent. He is sure he can still beat you.
Alright, well, everything will be fine. They'll be looking for the Blackguard's horse, and then, they'll find it. Blackguards are the noble house that operate this town.
Oh, good.
That was a good challenge.
And that was the head of the family's horse.
Ah,
Well, I saw nothing.
We have to do that again, Ram. Ugh.
Alright, come to the side entrance. Come to the side entrance. You're going to basically what amounts to a normal wall. And then
Nox is... Yeah. Go ahead.
he's gonna like take like a panel of wood and kind of swing it up. And there's like a not so Goliath-sized hole.
But yeah, as Cho is talking to Nox, Nox is just going to give him the horse side eye because he is still currently a massive black horse.
Oh, you're a black horse?
No, like black warhorse. It's actually the breed.
That was the same breed as the other horse.
Aha. See, he only knows one kind of warhorse because that's the first one he's ever seen.
Okay. Noted.
About now, after jogging not very quickly, the rest arrives.
Slowpoke, you lost. That means you do the dishes tonight. Do we even have dishes?
Unlikely.
Absolutely not. We'll be staying at the finest inn. I mean, the only inn, but still the finest.
I'm gonna go through the not quite Goliath-sized hole before the larger people get stuck.
Okay. And we'll be heading to the Fancy Pony, which is a local establishment.
Do I know this establishment? Do I know of this establishment, more likely?
I mean, you wouldn't call it a fine establishment. You're only about 20% likely to get mugged, stabbed, and/or attacked,
That's
which
fine.
is pretty good odds.
Yeah, there are worse places to be. There are also much better places to be, but we don't need to talk about those.
So you guys managed to get through the hole. It's a bit of a challenge, for some of the larger people, but you managed to make it work. Um,
Horse leg is stuck. I will push him through.
and you'll notice that the Demond is now wearing a miniature guard costume. So he's going to walk up to the now arrested beggar, with the horse. They're all going to be arguing with each other. And they're going to have like a few minute conversation. You'll notice the guards giving him a small sack of coins. You'll hear him yell, "Pleasure doing business with you."
Nox will surreptitiously kind of kneel down for the halfling so
Okay.
he can climb on his back.
And he
then
does so.
stand up.
Ah, noble steed.
By the way, little human, he just called you a heavy.
Oh. He leans in close to the horse, and he'll be like, "You know what? I'll forgive you because you look like a horse. I like horses."
Infinite knives adds a lot of weight.
He also says if you kick him, you'll be sent flying.
I do like the sky. Oh, so I've secured our, let's just say, our passage through the city. They won't bother us anymore. I mean, they caught the thief after all. And everything will be great. Let's head to the inn now.
How do they punish thieves in this city?
I mean,
Do they tie them up in the center of town and allow you to throw rocks at them?
There's a few different things they do. He kind of tries to gloss over the subject. Says some non-committal things.
That was my chieftain's favorite punishment method. Really got everyone gung-ho and ready for a good thrashing.
So you get to the antechamber of the inn. The horse just kind of casually walks inside. Then you realize that the entrance is not designed for horses.
As noticing that, I will transform. Drop the wild shape.
He is still on your shoulder.
I am aware. He will still be on Nox's shoulders when Nox transforms back.
He's chilling his head on top of your head. He points onward.
That is the last thing Nox said to you in horse form before he turns back.
Yes.
So, you'll notice that he is looking like an old man now, and he's acting like, "Oh, there we go, get help an old man in,
Careful with the horn.
I'm going to shove him. I'm going to shove him with my foot. If you're too old to walk, then you're no use.
He's riding on the satyr's shoulders at the moment.
Meanwhile, Joe's like, "I know what I said."
I know what I said. I'm kicking him. Oh, shoving. It's called shoving.
Yes, shoving.
It effectively shoves Nox.
Yeah. Nox is pushed forward quite a few feet.
Dex save.
an 8.
Oh no.
You have not been rolling good today. Huh?
There is
No,
a
I have not.
there is a minotaur at a table, and you just spilled his beer.
Sorry, man.
What kind of idiot are you? Not you. I'm talking to the minotaur.
Good entrance.
I swear, how dare you sit there at that table? You know what I should do? I should throttle you, but instead I'll have my compatriots do it.
Oh, come on now. I would love to see you throttle him.
Oh, no, my back. You know how it is. Throttle him for me, Joe.
What? That scrawny ass?
Does the Minotaur count as humanoid?
It does.
I am casting Charm Person on the Minotaur.
Cho is in a squatted stance, ready to do ready. All he needs someone to tell him, "Hey, we're fighting," and he's ready to go.
I need a Wisdom save from the Minotaur.
He has good wisdom.
I know this is fast thinking for a satyr.
16.
He passes, and he knows somebody tried to charm him.
He doesn't know who, but he kind of glances around the room, and he pops very loud knuckles, and it fills the room. He's going to say, "There's only one way to handle this," and he puts a bare arm stretched out right on the table.
Go get him, big guy.
Cho's giant arm will land on the table right next to him. Nice big old flex.
Now, can I trust you to not cheat?
Cheat? You think I would cheat? I have half a mind to throw you under the table and clobber you.
Uh-huh. Well, then you won't mind wearing one of these. I'll wear one too. He pulls out 2 matching bracelets that look like silver.
Yeah, my catcher will put it on. He feels insulted.
You suddenly feel a little bit weaker. Your strength has been reduced by 2 temporarily.
Okay, so I have a 16 strength.
Yeah, and now his is 20. And it
Nice.
stops any other effect, like enlarge or anything like that, affecting your strength magically.
No. It's been over an hour since we came to the city, right?
Yeah,
Or
probably.
walked the city, so yeah, no other effects are activated.
Okay,
Just powerful build.
gotcha.
Rachel.
Which, I mean, is pretty damn good anyway, so. Alright.
So we do
Fuck.
those athletic rolls.
Yeah. Well, a straight up strength.
Okay, so this will be my strength minus 1 on the die, or 1 on the total.
Yeah. He got a 14.
I rolled a 3, so I got a 6.
Okay, well, it takes 3 to win, so. He's gonna start edging you forward a little bit, going. Alright, he's gonna roll 21.
Natural 20.
You get him back even more toward. You kind of push back and you get him towards you a little bit. And he's like, "Oh, I take it a little bit seriously now, are you?"
This isn't ending how you think it is.
By the way, Nox, roll me a perception check real quick, because there's not that much weight on your shoulders.
7. I am not rolling well. I think I'm going to physical dice.
Yeah, you notice around you, there's like a suspiciously looking similar small person currently placing bets on who wins. And then after he starts winning a little bit more, you notice someone looks very similar looking halfling at the other end of the room placing bets as well.
Uh-huh. Okay, I'm going to ignore that for the moment because I don't want to get into the middle of it, and I'm going to go up to the bar and order a keg of beer
Okay.
because that is all Nox knows.
Alright, another strength check.
I rolled a 7 or 6 this time.
Yeah, you rolled a 23. He pulls it back a little bit. Ugh. All right, again.
Okay. Damn, another 6. I'm rolling
Ah,
2 3s
no
in a
one's
row.
rolling good today.
I'm rolling that one. You look like you're both getting kind of tired, you know? If one last push should do it.
Okay. I push my face to his nose.
Uh-huh.
I'm kidding. I should do that. I got a 19 total.
I get an 18.
Ugh!
You slam his hand down on the ground, onto the table.
That is with your cheap bracelet. He rips it off and throws it into his face.
You are strong. He's going to take a knife and cut off part of his horn. And he's gonna get some shavings. He's gonna pour it on the bracelets, and he hands it back to you. For your strength. And have a drink.
What did he hand to me?
He took a piece. He cut off part of his horn, and he crushed it up and sprayed and kind of put the powder on the bracelet, and he hands the bracelet back to you.
Okay.
Now they increase your strength by 2.
Oh, nice.
I'm stealing some of Pathfinder. It's gonna be what's called a morale increase. So yeah. So that's the type of bonus it's gonna be.
Is this gonna be more of a permanent magical
Yep.
item or is it temporary?
Mhm.
Okay. I will gladly take it.
And because it's magical, to increase it beyond the normal.
My character is going to be ecstatic, winning. He's going to take he's going to take it. He's going to think he has a little bit more honor now, and he's ready to party with the guy and everything.
Nox, you notice that the halfling is trying to climb up on your shoulder again, but he's noticeably heavier and clinkier.
No, that's not gonna work. I got a keg to carry. Nope.
Is that
Watch it here.
is that a coin purse, or are you happy to see me?
Yeah, no. Knox is trying to haggle with the bartender over getting a keg.
He's gonna do the shushing motion. He's gonna pull out a single platinum coin. He's like, hey, a round for all of my friends. And he's gonna throw it at the barkeeper.
Yeah, okay, that works.
He's gonna take the coin. He's gonna stare at him for a few seconds, bite the coin. He's gonna put it in the strong box and locks it. And you can walk back to the table with your keg.
Yep, it is very heavy for Knox to carry with his measly 10 strength, but he does eventually manage it. And sets it down, and in true satyr fashion, headbutts the lid to broach it.
Yep. And the halfling is now sitting on the table, playing with a platinum coin.
Oh yeah, he threw the coin.
Yes, he did.
And this is why he's not allowed to pay for anything anymore in this fucking town. But he has disguise kit, so.
That's okay.
And we have no idea.
The guy put it in the strongbox, so he doesn't know. He lacks critical information.
The last time I did this, they figured out it was me. They started holding on to the coin for a long period of time. It got really annoying.
Uh-huh. So maybe every once in a while, just to be safe, don't throw the coin, but actually set it down so you're actually paying.
He looks at you seriously. What's the fun in that?
It doesn't land you in jail as often.
It's fine. All I do is I throw myself off a cliff. Wait, does that work? I don't know if that works.
Do you fit in your own hand? That seems.
I mean,
You'll go crazy asking yourself these kinds of questions.
I mean, if you grab yourself by the hair and pull, maybe it would work.
I don't want to try it. maybe if we're being chased by like a spider thing or something one day. I don't know.
Ooh, Knox's eyes grow big at the mention of spiders.
As in like yummy or scared?
No, as in he's a fey creature. He's a druid fey
Mhm.
creature.
Yeah.
Yep. Shelob is one of his references for giant spiders.
Yeah, it's things. He does a whole chittering sound. They're very unpleasant, you know.
I don't know. They can party pretty well. Just don't step on the wrong web.
And he looks at the Goliath. He says, "Good job," and he winks at the Minotaur.
Alright, let's drink. And Knox dips his cup in and starts chugging.
Would anyone like to roll me a perception check, please?
I'll do it. 13.
13.
What'd you get, Knox?
13.
Well,
Jesus Christ.
Or maybe we're really good. Who knows?
Yeah. You all notice that that the Minotaur now has an additional pouch on his belt.
Uh-huh.
I choose to, I decline to comment and instead take in the ambiance.
So the Minotaur is going to look at the halflings and say, "So what the hell are you doing here, Amon? You know you're not allowed here." The halfling's going to be like, "Well, I mean, on the road, got caught in the chest. These things happen."
It was a funny chest. At first, I thought Chest was speaking to us, but it was just him inside the chest.
Yeah, the chest was kind of delicious, but the iron bits are too spicy for me.
Oh yeah, okay. You know, you're not,
Healing chest though.
you're not the first satyr they've got here. They may be able to get you some mahogany if you like that.
No, I don't eat hobbits. They're kind of too stringy.
Okay, well they've got a wide variety of trees and woods and things like that if you like eating those kinds of things.
I eat just about everything. I just know goblins taste. Ugh. Halflings, nah, they're too stringy.
Yeah, too stringy. Uh-huh. And they have some he kind of like moves his hand. Ah, yes, like it's like morning grass with a fresh shade of dew. Kind of expensive though.
Knox lets out a loud and obnoxious belch as he goes for a third cup of beer.
Do you remember when Lizard Man was hitting it with a rock?
Oh yeah, that was
it
pretty
was-
good.
It was good.
Aha, let's have our fill of bread and wine. To tell the tales of other times you've had our fill of bread and wine.
My character will gladly orate and tell of tales past.
By the way, there are a bunch of like tough-looking guys that are coming up to you, Cho, and are like kind of patting you on the shoulder, being like, "Oh, good job, good job."
He's going to like do a feint at the guy, like he's about to sweep his legs out from underneath him, and then stop and kind of punch him in. Do like little slight jab in the side.
Oh, like the fucking jock, the jock punch in the arm thing.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
like a
Yeah,
breakfast.
they respond in kind.
Yeah. Oh, it's nothing much. It's easier.
Yeah, you should come play gnome ball with us, man.
Gnome ball. Is that like goat ball?
Yeah, except with gnomes.
Oh, that sounds great. I even have my own gnome right here. He goes to reach for.
No, I'm not a gnome. Not a gnome.
For a little
He holds up a
half-
finger. Not a gnome. Not a gnome. Halfling. He like kind of does the whole like hand in front of the figure thing. Halfling. Not gnome.
Here, look at the other two guys, or the other guys. Is there a difference?
One of the guys are gonna bring out like an info fact sheet, and they're gonna it's gonna have like a quick comparison with photo. and he's gonna kind of look at it, kind of like the color palette thing, and it's gonna look up, look down. He's gonna look at he'll look at the halfling, look down, look at the halfling, look down. Nah, gnomes normally don't have hair. They're a little bit shorter, I think.
I mean, this one in your picture has a pointy hat. He doesn't really have a hat either.
As
True.
they're having this conversation about the difference between gnomes and halflings, the tablecloth has now disappeared into Nox's stomach.
Okay.
Cho is willing to go play this gnome ball.
It's bowling, but with gnomes.
Okay, this is a little different. He used to goat ball, which is like football, but with
goats.
a goat fur. There's no live goats involved.
Not anymore, yeah.
After the first pass or two, you're gonna have to adapt the ball a little bit.
Nah. You see, once you set the legs inside and bound it up, it stays nice and squishy.
By the way, the bartender's a hobgoblin.
I mean, hey, I'm a lizard person, so who am I to
About
judge?
this time, a very inebriated Nox is going to start headbutting walls.
Hey, knock that shit off. You hear a ding as he hears you hear a yell from the kitchen. Fresh orphan! Fresh orphan! Like a small pack of lizard folk in the corner raise their heads. What number? He mentions the number back. Shit, wrong number.
You say orphan, like Batman, or like a type of fish?
Yes.
All right. Nice.
They sell
It
both.
could have been an aquatic elf. Who got
Yeah,
lost.
I'm like, it could be a. Who knows?
They sell a mermaid skewer.
That's probably fake.
Does it come with charm effects?
No.
Is that a siren?
I think it's a
Siren?
siren.
Are sirens and mermaids different creatures in D&D?
Depends on who you ask.
But like Triton are a thing, so
Yeah, they have different like stat blocks, I believe. Well, actually, no. I think like the idea of mermaid is like it's like an amalgamation of like different creatures. So there's no like Little Mermaid kind of creature in D&D as far as I know.
Okay. Gnome ball. Let's go.
So the closest to the Little Mermaid type thing would be the siren in 5e.
Okay. The main guy who you're going to be dealing with is an anthropomorphized crocodile.
Is that his name?
His name's Croc.
Okay, that's easier to remember.
Me too.
That with a C, a K, or a Q?
It has all three, though two of them are silent.
Yeah, I never. That way, I never forget.
That's a load of crock. Why is my head all stinking?
yeah.
It's
how's his scalp doing, like fire wise?
it's like hot stones you put in the water. Yeah,
Yes.
more steam.
Yeah, I hand him a mug of ale. Why don't you douse it with this?
I lean
Douse-
back.
Douse what? And he just
He's gonna lean into Nox and say, "You best not to mix it with alcohol, physically, anyway." There is a slight. He kind of flux through notes. And what's this word? Incendi reaction.
Boom.
in syndication. I love that play.
Yeah, in syndication. Go ahead and give him the alcohol.
Our people. Oh, he's already drunk. He's already downed it. Our people were good storytellers. We had good in syndications.
A teeny tiny bit of alcohol gets on like the side of your lip and mixes with a drop of kind of like drops down, mixes with like a drop that fell on the floor. Here's a teeny tiny little fire.
Knox will stomp it real quick and go back to the conversation like nothing happened.
Just
Like, oh
kicked
yeah.
my face. He just kicked my face.
Amon will glare at a nearby fire genasi and say, "Really, dude? Really? Keep it together."
If Joe notices that, he'll throw the L or the mug now at the fire genasi. That wasn't very kind.
Roll the hit.
That's a range attack, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
With an improvised weapon.
Yep. So is that disadvantage or just nothing?
Improvised depends if you have. I mean, you're a barbarian, so they often have like bonuses to that.
Bard.
He's a muscle bard.
Oh shit, you're a bard. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Could have fucking fooled me.
My dex check is a 3. I don't add my proficiency bonus to it. So that's a 3. I hope I hit the Minotaur.
No, the Minotaur's sitting right next to you.
That'd be even
Oh, he
better.
rolled really bad. Maybe he'll hit the Minotaur. Who knows?
You dome him right in the fucking head.
That's 5 damage.
The problem is you don't hit the fire genasi, you hit the fire Jin.
Yeah. Oh, he's bigger.
Yeah.
Keep your fire to yourself. And
They stand up, and your dude bro Croc goes, "Hey bro, you got a problem, bro?" Minotaur stands up. Alright.
Knox is going to stand
Roll me an
over.
intimidation. Cause you've got like 3 dudes who are about to play gnome ball with their fucking skulls. You got the Minotaur, and the Hobgoblin's coming out behind the fucking behind the fucking bar with like basically a big fuck all warhammer.
I have a 21 intimidation.
Knock this shit off! I'll swear to God, I'll boot you out like fucking golf. You two, sit down. He points at like the Varishin. Consider it free drinks. He's gonna look at you, do like the night coat throw cut motion, and sit back down.
Knox looks right at Joe. So am I ramming somebody in the balls or not? And just kind of passes out on the table.
Joe will spit into the ground between him and the Genasi for sitting down. Picking up knocks his head off of it. Maybe later. And dropping it back down. The thud.
Knox, you have lost 3 gold.
Yep.
Who could have done this?
Everyone else will see like Amon having like 3 coins around his hands. You know, playing it around the knuckles.
Yep.
3 at the same time.
That is a talent.
What a baller.
Now let's
See.
see how bad Knox's hangover is going to be in the morning.
I could dunk your head in a trough. That would wake you up.
Oh, you don't know what a satyr hangover is, my man.
It depends where they were drinking at.
This is fair.
The bar sells eye drops. That helps deal with that.
Have you ever seen a hungover goat?
No. But I've
They
seen a
get-
fainting goat.
They get irritable, they get wobbly, and they like to ram things at random.
And
So it's just a normal asshole goat.
Pretty much.
so they sell unicorn tears, which is a colloquial name for actual unicorn tears. It's supposed to cure hangovers.
Ah, yes, unicorn tears, colloquially known as unicorn tears.
It's a very memorable name.
What is a unicorn? Is that like a vegetable? I don't want any of those.
It's you know those yellow lumpy. I
One of the
suppose
dude bro says,
they're
"No, no, it's like they're like white, right? They're like white."
You are rude. Shut up. Lizard Man was speaking.
Oh yeah,
no,
yeah,
I
yeah,
I
sure.
no that was about the whole of it.
No, I didn't hear. I heard fat and yellow.
It's a lumpy yellow vegetable.
That's horrible.
No, no,
It's
no. That's that's that's
supposedly
that's that's like corn.
So, is a unicorn something different?
Yeah, yeah. It's like like the white thing. He does like the pony motion, and then it's got like he kind of gestures like a horny thing. And he points on the head.
I do not sleep with animals. Why do people keep insinuating this? Can we stop with it, please?
All right, well, now I'm uncomfortable.
I am too.
I sip my drink.
The sound of crunching wood comes from where Knox's head is laying against the table.
I'm just like slowly sliding things in front of him to see what disappears.
Everything disappears.
this will be useful for later.
I will. Is there any hot sauce or anything around by?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to get just a bottle of hot sauce and put it in front of him for him to eat. Like the bottle
This is
of
it's called Asmodeus sauce.
Asmodeus. That sounds hot.
Okay,
I
I'm
use
making
it.
another con save for this one.
Yeah. There is a small red letters at the bottom says for fire genasi only.
That's a 2.
Just the falling asleep at a frat party kind of.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
There is a few seconds of just smoke rolling out of his mouth, and then he sits up and immediately headbutts. Let's roll a d4 for this. Directly to his north, which would probably be Joe.
Yeah, you can use like 1, 2, 3, 4. He'll headbutt you back if he sees it coming. Let me get an insight.
Oh yeah, you'd see it coming. This is like
Okay.
You can roll a con save, but it'll be with disadvantage. Because he's a goat. He's used to this shit.
Oh wait, that's con save. Hey, that's an 18, but the other one was a 6. So.
All right, roll a check, like strength or athletics, whatever you want to do, Knox.
it's the same for me. It's a +0, so that's a nat 1. I really need to remember to roll on my physical
Yeah,
dice.
he starts going. You just like headbutt this man to the fucking ground. You're like, yeah, be a goat.
Another victory today. It's a good day.
Dude, pulls out a unusual glass flask and a small glass and pours like this brown liquid.
Who is that for?
It's for you, dude.
Ah, he'll take the victory drink.
Whiskey.
Ooh. Yeah, it burns. So yeah, my character is going to is going to, go kind of crazy in this area. So,
Oh yeah, and Knox is still unconscious. He did not wake up from the hot sauce. That was just the reaction. He is now snoring under the table.
There are a few hobgoblin guards that enter and say, "Hey, where's the fuck is the horse? We saw it come in here."
you can't fit a horse inside of that door. What kind of idiots are these guys? He had the other guys around him kind of trying to laugh.
As
They do chuckle, but the constable is not pleased.
I gesture into the back of the bar where there is presumably no horse.
He's gonna nod you respectfully. Thank you, kind citizen.
Oh, thank you, good citizen. Go look for your horse. Silly.
He leans in close and he's gonna say, "You're lucky I'm on a no kill order. I reached my quota this week."
Sips drink.
Silly horseman.
his big toe is now sticking out of his boot as Knox has taken a chunk out of it.
Uh,
Well, into it.
the guards are having a now very loud verbal argument with what is presumed to be a centaur. They're in the back of the kitchen. I didn't do it. I didn't steal a horse. I am half horse. I don't need a horse. Shut up, telling you're a lawyer. We never get a lawyer. Exactly. And then Pert walk him out.
Just make sure. Joe looks down, sees Knock on the ground, drunkenly picks him up and holds him by the scruff of his neck or by a horn, whichever one's more comfortable for Joe.
The horn would be more comfortable.
Okay.
Nice little grip on it.
And just compare the satyr being carried out to the goat man I have to Ram.
It's not a satyr being carried out. It's a centaur.
Oh,
Yeah.
that guy's so drunk he heard the same thing. These don't look the same at all.
You notice weirdly that there's kind of like, it's almost like a grip has been built into the horn. It seems like this has happened a few times, Knox.
It has actually. He has a tendency of getting drunk and passing out and being drug out by his horns.
It's very ergonomic.
Even starting to curve a little bit, so it gives you a nice little holding position.
Yep. So he's just kind of swaying it like a wind chime in Joe's hands, just as he's being held by the horn, not waking up, still kind of snoring and farting every now and again.
By the way, the Genasi and the Jinn are looking over like a map and they're kind of like chilling on it. They're making like notes and scribbles and things like that. And then they head upstairs to their room.
Before they leave, I'm going to have Knox on my hip, his butt facing the Genasis as they're about to leave. Like, look, a woodwind. He puts a piece of wood into his mouth to start eating it. Knox's mouth start eating it while he kind of presses into him like a bagpipe to cause him to fart. Woodwind.
Yeah.
Get it?
Yep. That does it.
Performance.
Natural 20. 25.
A very convincing performance. What song do you play?
Drink, but I lean out of the way.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
The brown note.
Brown notes, yeah. Hopefully not that good of a note. It's going to be something kind of like a marching beat that has a nice duh, duh, duh. So as the Genasi kind of get, I
Just,
imagine,
just do
sick
the
or whatever,
Imperial March.
it's going to like match their steps as they're leaving. So every morning.
It comes out basically pretty appropriate in the sense of it basically sounds like a horse march.
This is a fun
All right,
place.
last call. You mongrels, says the bartender.
Joe, look outside. Is the sun already gone?
Yeah.
Oh. Hey, Knox. He'll hold you upside down while he's kind of shaking you to try to get you awake. Knox,
Eh,
it is time to go.
a copper key and half of a plate falls out of Knox's mouth.
Copper key.
Ahmad's going to pick up the key and is going to be like, "Are you here? Are you serious? This is like, he's been going on and on about how like this is a very special tool." He's like, "All right, we gotta fix this shit." So he goes and grabs some tears from the bartender. All right, hold his eyes open.
You can't put tears in his eyes. Those aren't his tears.
Just trust me. Hold his eyes open.
Hold his eyes open. I can pluck them out for you.
So he is going to use Mage Hand from a great distance and very carefully put one drop inside of Nox's eye. You feel a strong sensation to blink twice.
He does so.
You feel a strong sensation to blink twice again.
He continues blinking.
And then it happens. Blink of light, all lights go out. No one can see. Give it like 10 seconds. And everyone's vision suddenly restores over about 10-second time.
Is there panic in the bar?
Not really. Most of them are too drunk or passed out.
Wonderful.
You'll notice when everyone's vision comes back, Cho has Knox by his waist, holding him up like a club, ready to hit anyone that comes near him.
Nox, you're now fully you're aware of cognizant. You're no longer inebriated.
Okay,
You don't even have a hangover.
I'm gonna barf. You're squeezing my stomach kind of tight. I'm gonna barf.
Oh, sorry. He'll put you down. Obviously, it wasn't a smooth sitting down because he's drunk, so he kind of stumbled while I was trying to put you down.
Yeah.
Sorry. Everything went dark, and habits.
Yeah, no, I don't like the dark either. What happened?
What do you mean?
By the way, notice there now, Mon is slowly walking down nonchalantly walking down the staircase. With something sticking out of his back pocket.
Does it look like a map?
It looks like a map.
You know, the folk on the other table were looking at.
He gives some motion like unscay and the unscay, you know.
I kind of like rub my brow, sip my drink.
Still on the same drink, by the way. I've been sipping very slowly.
He kind of headbutts. He only like does this whole head tilting motion towards the door. It's kind of like we should probably get out of here.
Right.
Yeah. This guy's fun, but I feel like he's gonna get us in trouble.
We're already
13
in trouble.
acrobatics. He stands up fairly convincingly.
Hey, Stern, you mind giving us like a good old 3 minutes? He's like, yeah, for the usual fee. And he's like, and Mon's like, okay. He flips a coin, and Stern's gonna look at him with a fucking flat face. And, seriously. And Mon's gonna be like, so you like to sigh, pull out like 4 or 5 gold coins, and slide them across. After waiting for about 30 seconds, he picks up the gold coins. Yeah, I'll see what I can do. And he's going to gather all the dude bros and be like, let's go invite them to some gnome ball. You know, some physical altercations. As you hear some very angry fire genasi upstairs.
Yeah, I suggest we run. And Nox is already bolting out the door as this is coming out of his mouth.
Cho tries to run through the door, but he's going to hit the side of it instead.
The side of the door cracks.
Not that way. I'm like trying to turn you by your shoulders.
Yeah. You finally try to move him. He's pretty light. At this point in time, anyways. He allows you to guide him. Thank you.
Left. Other left.
Okay. There was 3 doors there. I didn't know which one was which. It was the wrong one.
I take a quick look behind, see if anyone's like following.
Nope, they're all physically engaged at the moment.
Well, against my better judgment, off we go.
All right. So, okay. So you guys we're kind of run off into the night. So Mod's gonna lead you to what he considers an escape route, and he's gonna be like, "Okay, guys, hear me out." And he's gonna point to a unusually cylindrical object on the ground, like a bowl, kind of.
Kind of like a bowl.
Yeah. You could fit like I don't know, rocks maybe, a boulder.
Are we supposed to jump in it?
Now, it's our only escape route.
I'm gonna just attempt to step in it.
You get in the bowl, everything's fine. There's a lever next to it.
Nox will dive in head first.
You get in the bowl.
Can I fit?
You can fit in the bowl.
Okay.
Now, so Amon's gonna say, "Think happy thoughts," and he's gonna tell Cho to pull the lever.
Come on, say it properly.
Pull the lever, Cho.
And he pulls it.
Wrong.
And the trebuchet fires.
Yep.
You all are now flying hundreds of feet in the air.
I instinctively tuck into a ball.
And it's kind of great because you'll see like as he was pulling out the lever, there is a very tiny book on a chain around Amon's neck, and he's gonna like flicker towards like a page that just shows it has like a feather on it, and he's gonna be like, all right, time to flip a coin, and he flips a coin, and that's where we're gonna end the session. Okay.
He jumps.
Right.
All right, what you guys think?
Next session,
Oh
we
yeah.
land and die.
Okay, that was fun, and I like the group dynamic so far.
Yeah, I thought you guys would appreciate being in like a different kind of tavern.
It was fun.
So you guys now have a very angry fire guy after you. Fire Jin.
We wrote this.
It's not like they can cast wish or anything. We'll be fine.
Right? They're called Ifriti in Beyond, I believe, actually. So, or D&D, or 5e, I should say. So they are not very polite guys.
No, no, they are not.
So we need to banish him back to his home in the desert. But it was a lot of fun.
hmm So the type of class that Amanda is basically it's a rogue, but he gains spell casting that is luck based. So every spell he casts has a chance to fail. But as a consequence, he can cast like higher level spells than he normally can. But if it goes really bad, it can go really bad.
Good to know.
Hey guys, join us next time in which it's about to go really bad.
Yup.
At the end of the session,
Welcome.
fucking JoJo themes to be continued plays.
Right.
We get 40, 10 damage, right?
Hangovers and halflings.
That's what we're calling a session.
That's my suggestion. You guys gonna
Halfling ball.
that's not a bad one.
Nah, that's not a good one either.
Or cannonball.
Cannonball.
All right. I can't wait till I hear till Il says he watches it. I can't wait to see what his reaction is gonna be.
Both a lizard and a large man walk into a bar.
Long, but I like it. A goat, a lizard, and a man walk into a bar.
Subtitle: How not to steal a horse.
All right. Well, thank you so much for listening, guys, and have a wonderful day.